how to do basic basing in under 2 minutes. So just starting with a texture paste, you can use whatever you want. I've got Armageddon Dust here. You can use other things like AK, Muddy Ground and things like that, or Astro Granite. Then I take a texture tool. It's not an official one, I just bought this from Hobbycraft. It came in a clay molding kit. So I take a small scoop and you sort of just push it around the base. You can push and pull as you like to make different textures. The more you leave on, obviously the more textured it will be. I try and keep it semi-minimal just to save on material basically. This model is pretty easy in particular. You just push the tool right up to the feet and then pull the texture around and do that till you've covered the whole base. When I finish that, I just take the tool and scrape around the rim of the base just to get all the excess off the sides, because that will be painted a different colour later. You could leave it at this point, but I like them to stand out a little bit more than just a texture paste, so I use this little gravel stuff, very fine. This one's from Army Painter, but you can get it other places as well, or you can just find it probably outside or at a beach. I apply this while the texture paste is still wet. They will automatically stick to the base. You can choose to press them down slightly if you like, but it should just stay there. Just put a load on, or as much as you like, and then tap the base against the toner so you shake back in what hasn't stepped down properly. I also add little cork bits just to make them look like little small command rocks. Again, I have the Army Painter ones, I got it all in a kit. You could also use grass tufts. I've chosen not to here, but if the model had a bigger base I probably would. To apply these I use a small amount of PVA glue. Again, I've got the Army Painter one, it came with the kit. I think about where I want to position them first, and I add a dab of glue in around the correct position. I apply the cork and then I leave it to dry slightly. When you press the cork down, the glue sometimes gets pressed out and stays on the base. Don't worry, you can sort that out later. At this point I like to then paint the rims black. I'm using a Baden Black. You want to do not one coat but probably 2 coats, but it depends on the black paint you use. With the leftover glue on the base, if you have any, you can always hold the model above the pot of the fine gravel and just drop a load more gravel on, and it will stick to those parts where the glue's left over. Then you can shake the base again to get all those loose bits off, and you're done.